It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Seahawks and the Rams, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a third-year pro and third overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career. Try to stay healthy now, and that's Trey Lance.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown, Rams! Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Smith now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They find some open field. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Seahawks at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Toss left side for Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To the right side, this is Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Lance now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the... To force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Second and 10, Smith again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead, Walker sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back to Walker on first down. Oh, what a move. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Out of the gun, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
A gift for Walker running right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Opposite, green, ready.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Yellow, line. Hut, hut.
On play action, Lance. Man open is Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
To throw, it's Lance.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready?
On first down, Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jackson now to return. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on,
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
And Lance going to throw.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Good shot. What's the deal, dog? Let's go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lance. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Here we go. Ready?
Lance looking to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's Lance.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Ready up.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. Working from the gun, Lance.
He finds Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Ready?
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing now is Lance.
Complete. Smith has it.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
I can get it gone in a blink. Money. We can make a from the safe.